in my native language, which is called Chochenyo, which is a language that many people thought was extinct for about 80 years. I've been working, this is the thing that I'm most proud of in my life, is working to reawaken the words that have been spoken in this area that today we call Berkeley for thousands of years. For us, from the very beginning of time, our stories tell us that on top of Mount Diablo is where we were given our ability to speak these words. And for a very long time, the words stopped being spoken as a result of colonization, the gold rush, the Spanish missions. And I have a lot of my favorite people in this room. Leanne Hinton, who is back here somewhere, who is a linguist at Cal, who has taught me it's possible to reawaken these words and to make our languages useful and to bring them into the modern world. My friend, who also is my boss, Malcolm, I work at Heyday Books, who's taught me that nothing is impossible if you have an imagination, and that I always use his phrase, the rivers of beauty that flow throughout our imagination lead us into great places. Also my partner, Louis Trevino, who is Ohlone as well, who is the only person who I can gossip with in an Ohlone language. So thank you. And Desiree Munoz, who's also Ohlone as well, Rumson Ohlone from the Monterey area. I wanted to, I don't have that much time, so I wanted to read a small piece, and I am a millennial, so I'm going to read it off my iPhone. But I wrote a piece with Malcolm in a book that we published at Heyday called East Bay Wonderments, and it's based upon the beauty of the East Bay and things that make the East Bay such a wonderful and dynamic, unique, and magical place. And the article is called The East Bay, Where Giants Roam and Gravity is Defied. And it's about some of the drama with language reawakening, with language revitalization, and some of the things that my family's gone through and in order to be where we're at today. So it starts off, our language almost vanished from this earth. In 1929, in the midst of this tragedy, an aging man living in the deep brown canyons of Sinol named Jose Guzman proclaimed with defiance, "Kana akwetak yuwatak narwante." As for me, I am not going to stop speaking, ever. He, along with the elderly Maria de Los Angeles Colos, work frantically to record, speak, and protect their language called Chochenyo. The language spoken in the East Bay since a time immemorial, but was on the brink of death, on the edge of eternal rest, on the precipice of never being used again. What a world that must have been. I can only imagine what they went through, but my heart begins to ache at the thought. These people, my elders, my heroes, made an inherent and conscious decision to keep speaking Chochenyo and to fight against time as if they were defying gravity. They knew they were the only ones who could protect our language, and they lunged, ducked, and leapt over all the hurdles of reality in order to keep the flicker of light that kept Chochenyo alive from moving into ashes and into darkness. Angela and Jose were not going out without a fight. Yellow parchment papers became full of frantic scribbles, sharing the humanity of heartbreak, family histories, gossip, lore, and stories that stretched back before the beginning of time, described with such a familiarity as if they happened yesterday. Tales of a time when giants roamed the earth, when Coyote left his footprints, bodies of stone were defeated in the underworld over in Livermore, and songs were sung about Mount Diablo and Mission Peak. Don't forget this, I imagine them saying to me. Don't give up on this, because we didn't. Oh, glorious fighters, stubborn ancestors, people of defiance, people of wisdom, you gravity breakers. Today, as a result of your refusal to surrender our language, we as modern Ohlone people can speak the words once again. Because of those scribbles on parchment paper, the land hears Chochenyo a second time. It has been with us inside all along, and the words caress us like a grandmother. They comfort us like a song, and they bring us dignity and connect us to the East Bay, this place that we love, our only home. My elders, my heroes, you saved us. You saved us from ever being forgotten, and we will not relinquish or we will never forget our language or our identities. For us, we thrive in the footsteps of giants. Thank you. I would like to say, my grandmother, she was a librarian, or she is, she's still alive. But she retired, and she was a librarian at UC Berkeley, and she was also a member of the Berkeley Co-op too. So, and so she, right before she retired, there's at Ohlone Park, there's a mural. And on that mural, there's my family that's painted on it. My cousins and my aunts, my grandmother, these people I'm talking about. And I remember that she wanted to see this mural so bad that right before she was heading to this dinner with the chancellor of UC Berkeley for the retirement party, she made a decision. She said, I'm going to be late because I want to see this mural. And she saw it, and I'll never forget her face. And she had tears in her eyes. And she said, that's your Nana. That's your aunt. That's your uncle. She said, look at these people. She said, these are your heroes. These are the people that you'll never forget. To end, I wanted to ask my, I know we're short, but just for maybe 2 more minutes, my friend Desiree, who's from Ohlone, to sing an Ohlone song that shows how we're modern people. We're linked to this ancient place, but we care just as much as those people before us did. So Desiree, if you want to introduce yourself.
Mrs. Duke, ka inkarak Desiree, kaha Ohlone, kaha Masisamane. I just said, good day everybody, my name is Desiree, I'm from Ohlone, and I'm just proud to be here, and I'm proud that my cousin Louis is here too as well in the back. It was a fight to get up here, I just want to say. And I wanted to say that I'm 23 years old, I'm a park ranger at the National Parks for Golden Gate at the Presidio, so you can catch one of my tours there. And I'm gonna, just a shout out, just saying. And I wanted to share with you one of our songs. And this is actually a baby bear song, and it's actually a song that I sing to kids at libraries just to show them that they're little ones and that they can pass it on to their kids. So it goes like this. Money, oh, money, oh, money, oh, naze, nakuse, nakuse, naze, nakuse, 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 naze, nakuse, my oh, my oh, my oh, naze, nakuse, nakuse, naze, nakuse, 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 naze, nakuse, my oh, my oh, my oh, naze. Oh, that'll do. And it sounds a little bit better with the clapper stick, but I forgot.